Hello everyone, subscribe to my channel and put likes and write comments.
Do you know why the French are less likely to die of heart attacks? Because they drink a couple of glasses of wine every day. Wine is a divine drink, but still alcoholic. It is for this reason that many beware of him. But in vain. Today we will talk about the 10 most expensive wines in the world. Cheval Blanc Street Emilion, 1947, ranked 10th as world-class fine wine, which sold for $135,125 in 2006. It is one of only 2 wines that have ever been awarded Classe A status in the Saint-Emilion wine classification. As far as we know, only 110,000 bottles were produced and only a few managed to survive. Henri Jayer, Vosna Romane Cross Parentu, 1999, year number 9 on the list is actually a small deal, as the customer received an entire box of wine instead of one individual bottle. A Cross Parentu box was sold for $136,955 at Christie's Hong Kong sale. It was produced in the heart of the wine-growing region of France Burgundy and delighted the buyer. Chateau Lafite 1787. Vintage wine Chateau Lafite 1787, named the most expensive standard bottle of wine in the world from the cellar of Thomas Jefferson. Its price is $156,450. This theory comes from his initials THJ engraved on the glass and his well-known love and passion for wine. Chateau Lafite 1787 was bought by publisher tycoon Malcolm Forbes in 1985 and is one of the most expensive wines in the world. Ampule from Penfolds. Each of these unusual bottles of wine costs $168,000. Produced by Penfolds, the most famous winery in South Australia, the wine does not have a lot of history. On the contrary, it is based on the experience, presentation and reputation of the brand. Chateau Lafite 1869. This bottle of wine caused quite a stir when it was put up for auction in Hong Kong. The auctioneers expected it to hit a decent $8,000, however, to their surprise, an anonymous Asian bidder announced the highest bid at $230,000. In Asia, Chateau Lafite 1869 is considered by many to be extremely rare, so bidders were willing to pay big bucks to get one of the most expensive wines in the world. Heidsieck, shipwrecked in 1907. The $275,000 per bottle of wine will seem ridiculous to most, but this wine has a very unique and exciting story that easily justifies the price. In 1916, a ship carrying wine was torpedoed by a German submarine during World War I, causing it to sink to the bottom of the ocean for more than 80 years. The wreckage was discovered in 1997 and 2,000 bottles were rescued. So even if you can't drink it, for $275,000 you get a fantastic story to tell at dinner parties. Cheval Blanc 1947. The third place on our list of the most expensive wines is taken by Chateau Cheval Blanc from 1947. Considered the finest Bordeaux ever made, it was auctioned to an anonymous buyer for $303,375. Having received the exclusive Premier Grand Cru Class A rating in the Saint-Emilion wine classification in 2012, Chateau Cheval Blanc is rightfully considered one of the most prestigious winemakers in the world. Cheval Blanc 1947. The third place on our list of the most expensive wines is taken by Chateau Cheval Blanc from 1947. Considered the finest Bordeaux ever made, it was auctioned to an anonymous buyer for $303,375. Having received the exclusive Premier Grand Cru Class A rating in the Saint-Emilion wine classification in 2012, Chateau Cheval Blanc is rightfully considered one of the most prestigious winemakers in the world. Cabernet, Screaming Eagle, 1992. The world's most expensive wine costs a whopping $500,000 per bottle and is worth more than the average house. Over the years, Cabernet has topped some of the world's most expensive wine lists. It was eventually sold at a charity auction in 2000. The wine has a black currant aroma, light notes of oak and an opaque purple hue. Dear friends, subscribe to our channel to find out the most interesting,